Visitor management is a critical aspect of sustainable tourism. It involves controlling the flow and behavior of tourists to minimize environmental impact, protect cultural heritage, and ensure that local communities benefit economically and socially, while also maintaining a high-quality visitor experience. Wanna know more? Well, since you're interested, let's dive in. In sustainable tourism, visitors need to be managed to prevent overcrowding, reduce environmental damage, protect cultural sites, ensure community well-being, and make tourism sustainable for future generations. Preventing overcrowding ensures that destinations do not exceed their carrying capacity. Environmental protection reduces damage to natural ecosystems. Cultural heritage protection safeguards historical landmarks and tradition. Community well-being promotes fair economic distribution and reduced disruption. Economic stability supports local jobs and businesses while avoiding strain from resource overuse. Visitor management supports economic stability by promoting sustainable tourism, distributing visitor spending fairly, protecting local jobs and businesses, and preventing the economic strain caused by overcrowding or resource overuse. Visitor management improves the visitor experience by reducing wait times, preventing overcrowding, ensuring safety, and offering organized, informative, and enjoyable access to destinations. Visitor management supports environmental preservation by controlling tourist numbers, guiding behavior, and limiting access to sensitive areas, helping to reduce human impact and protect natural ecosystem for future generations. Example for this is the Boracay Island in Aklan. In 2018, Boracay underwent a 6-month closure for rehabilitation due to over-tourism, pollution, and environmental degradation. After reopening, stricter rules were imposed, a daily cap of visitor, ban on beach parties, and improved waste management. Visitor management helps protect cultural heritage by controlling access, guiding respectful behavior, and preventing physical and cultural harm to historic sites, traditions, and local communities. Example for this is the Intramuros in Manila. The Intramuros administration manages tourist access, requires permit for big events, and promotes guided tours to avoid damage to heritage structures. Lastly, visitor management promotes community well-being by involving locals in planning, ensuring fair benefit distribution, and reducing negative impacts such as overcrowding and disrespect for local norms. Example for this, the Sagada Mountain Province, known for its caves and hanging coffins. Sagada enforces visitor registration and requires local guides. This ensures safety, income distribution, and protect all the sacred cultural grounds.
In tourism, carrying capacity means the maximum number of visitors a destination can support without causing damage to the environment, reducing visitors' satisfaction, or harming the local community and economy. When destinations are overcrowded, we see problems like littering, water shortages, cultural tension, and even loss of biodiversity. Now, let's connect this to 4 main types of carrying capacity in tourism. 1. Physical carrying capacity. The maximum number of people that can physically be present in a site. For example, only a certain number of hikers can safely fit on a narrow mountain trail. Number 2. Environmental or ecological carrying capacity. The number of visitors that nature can handle without being harmed. For instance, coral reefs in popular dive sites can only tolerate a limited number of divers before the ecosystem suffers. Number 3. Social carrying capacity. The amount of tourism that people find acceptable. If local feels like their culture is disrespected, or if tourists feel destinations are overcrowded, this capacity is exceeded. Number 4. Economic carrying capacity. the point where tourism growth starts bringing more problems than benefits. For example, rising prices from mass tourism might hurt locals rather than help them. In summary, these studies remind us that carrying capacity is not just a number, it's about balancing physical space, environmental health, social well-being, and economic sustainability to make tourism last for future generations.
First, we have zoning. This designates specific areas for certain activities, reducing conflicts and protecting the environment. For example, frequently visited locations are equipped with facilities while restricted zones are set aside for preservation. Rules and regulations guide tourist behavior. They set boundaries, restrict harmful activities, and promote sustainability. Think of them as the households of a destination. VMS use tools like ticketing, reservations, and data monitoring to control crowd flow and prevent overcrowding, making every visit safer and smoother. Educating visitors plays a rich role. Guided tours, brochures, and signs help raise awareness about sustainability and why a site is worth protecting. Every site has a link. Capacity management ensures that the number of visitors doesn't harm the environment, local communities, or cultural heritage. Before developing a tourist site, EIS assess potential impacts. These studies guide decisions whether to continue, modify, or cancel a project to protect nature. Low-impact activities, eco-friendly, infrastructure, and community-based tourism ensures that tourism benefits both the environment and the people living there. Collaboration matters, involving local communities, indigenous groups, and private partners ensure shared responsibility and better conversation outcomes. Proper infrastructure like planned trail systems and visitor centers guides movement and minimizes damage. Surveys, GIS mapping, and environmental monitoring help track tourist behavior and plan future improvements. Entrance fees, permits, and eco-certifications fund conservation efforts while managing visitor flow. Lastly, restoration efforts repair damaged areas, control invasive species, and allow nature to recover. By using these instruments, zoning, policies, education, technology, and collaboration, we can ensure tourism remains a force worth living, supporting both people and the planet.
Again, visitor management is not about restricting tourism, but about ensuring that it remains sustainable, beneficial, and respectful. Philippine destinations like Boracay, Sagada, and Intramuros provide strong examples of how careful management can balance tourism growth with preservation of environment